Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 2 of Direwolf20's FTB Skies Expert Mode Let's Play series, where today I did two things. One, I did all this stuff that happened between episodes. Two, I fixed my audio issues from last episode, see? Better? I hope so, because, yeah. Sorry about that. Blame Windows Update for changing audio settings, because somehow it doesn't know what your audio settings were. Sure, I believe that. So today I want to kick right into gear and start progressing further in this pack. Also, I did recognize that last episode, my oak leaves issue with the composter. I thought I had filled this all the way up, but I guess I hadn't. There we go. Yes, totally good. So there we go. Yeah, bone meal working now. It is instant. I thought it was instant. And I remember thinking to myself last episode, like, I thought that was way faster. Like, as soon as you filled it up, it was done. And I just thought maybe it was an aspect of the expert mode, like they made it a little bit longer waiting, but nope. Just is what it is. So got these gilded barrels and the mushroom barrels from a quest reward. So I decided to put them there and make them gilded for the metals chest and mushroom for the dusts chest. So normally this is like my standard setup, right? We have not you guys. We have blocks, right? And then we have plants, and then we have ingots. And then we have dusts and gems. And then usually like mob drops go in here. And then usually like miscellaneous modded things go in here. And then miscellaneous random junk that's less important can kind of go sit over here. Not that there's a huge difference between these two chests, because sometimes modded things go in this chest and sometimes not modded things go, I don't know. It just is what it is. At least until I get, you know, a better system for storage like AE or RS or whatever's in this pack. I haven't even looked. To be honest with you. What do we got? Refined? No. So I guess that means applied? Yep, I'm cool with that. I like applied energistics. I'm down. So we're playing through the getting started chapter. I think my next task, this is not a drill, hammer time. I assume stone hammer is the only thing I really have access to right now. So let's get her done. A couple stone rods. You know, I'm going to get 6 of them so that I can make an even stone hammers. Sweet. So you go there, and you go there, and you go there, and that's all cool. Quest complete. And that'll get me some cobble. So now I can get gravel, and then eventually sand and dust. Which, I think we've played enough Skyblocks, you know, to know how this works. Now the question will be, okay, so I can do that. Oh, look at that little fancy thing down there. I like that. Now, is there like a... Oh, yes. Cool. Hey, Ultimine's a thing. Sweet. Well, there you go. That makes life really good. Quest completed waterlogged sand. Let's get a little bit of dust. Just to quest complete that bad boy. And then is bing, bang, boom. Super cool. Is there like compressed... No compressed gravel. No compressed sand. Okay, good to know. Cool. I'm sure if there's some version of those that I'll find out as we progress through the quests here. But that's cool. String mesh. That's going to be the next task for sieving. So that's going to be just some string in the middle. So I know I can turn something that I have over here into string. Is it U-flax? Yep. And if I wanted to, I could start, you know, enjoying you. Right, cool. Okay, string mesh. Quest complete. Look at this. So I should probably read these quests unless they, you know, any good. Get the most basic resources, but not much else. Gravel and dust. So now we want to go string go burr. Sifters will allow you to run materials such as gravel, sand, and dust through meshes to find materials. A hand crank produces enough stress capacity for 8 sifters. Sifters also have a cog in them, so you can place them in a line. Make sure the cog wheel that is part of the sifter aligns with the cog wheel your hand crank is on. You'll also need to make sure you've placed the mesh in the sifter. The material to sift should be thrown or hoppered into the top, not placed as a block. Good to know. And I'll get a bunch of quest rewards for that. So let's knock out the hand crank and the sifter. And then we should be cool, right? So hand crank, I think, should be relatively easy. We just need some oak logs, which, another note, Yeah, totally did not catch that this is a 4 recipe here. I don't know how I missed this last episode. My only excuse is if you watched my dire news, you know that I've had a very busy week and my brain is pretty shot at this point. Yeah, that works for me. I'm cool. So definitely some standard dire derps last episode, but it wouldn't be a dire let's play without a few derps, right? Let's throw a little bit of this in here. I know I made some charcoal, so we can, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do 8 of you. How's that sound? So that way we don't waste it. Is there any equivalents of tiny coal and or charcoal? I don't see, nope, I don't see anything along those lines. So, no biggie. No biggie. We'll make it happen. So hand crank just needs a button, which is easy. Done and done. Sifter, we just need these guys. Sweet. And that's a quest complete. Sifter go burr. Okay. So then the theory is that we place down our sifters. I technically only need one right now because I only have one mesh. But once I make some more mesh, which shouldn't be a big deal, especially because I have bone meal for flax. Okay. I'll have to find a better source of bone meal at some point soon, but no biggie. How's inventory? Not terrible. Okay. So then they gave me a cogwheel, which was nice of them, because I need andesite alloy. Oh, look at this recipe. Needs apatite and iron shards for mechanism. Holy cow. That's what we get from sifting, though, so that's not that big a deal. And andesite, I assume we can also get from sifting? Yes. So, pro tip, don't lose the cogwheel that they give you. Otherwise, your quest is done. I don't foresee a way to progress if you lose this cogwheel. And then you just get right-clicked into it, right? Or did that place? It also said I could hopper into it. How do I get it in there? You'll also need to make sure you've placed the mesh in the sifter. Material to sift should be thrown or hoppered into the top, not... Okay. Can I drop the whole... Excellent. There's 22 gravel in there. Oh, that animation's better, isn't it? Is that like an improved animation, or is it just me? So it does do one at a time. That said, what I'd like to try is, can I get that mesh? I don't want to like go too crazy on the oak mesh thing, but I would like to... just see how this works. So it doesn't look like it's going to evenly distribute it. No worries. I can handle that, right? So I just do this, 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 and this. And now you guys are both running, right? That's cool. That's not bad. Just remember this is going to drain your saturation a lot, because hand cranking equals hunger loss at a not insignificant rate. So be prepared to have some good foods handy. So I got some of this and some of this, and then I've got a few other meals available over here. That'll do. To do food. Gonna add that to my to-do list. All right, so two things. One, we can work our way towards sugarcane and fishing again. Look at all this cool stuff. I'll check that out in a minute. But we've got gravel alloys now. Sifting gravel will net you iron shards. These shards can be crafted into andesite alloy, which is necessary for progression. Ooh, and I got some food and some andesite. Cool. Now, where do I get andesite from? That's a question. Andesite chunks. which apparently we can sift from dirt, and we'll get andesite chunks from. Cool. Okay, not too shabby. Ooh, flax. Don't mind if I do. Look at this. We're going to get a budding amethyst and an add-on speed tier 2 for that quest. Neato. Okay. So back to getting started. I really want a quick look at the top. You may occasionally run into a loot bee that spawns around your island. They'll give you gifts if you stay nearby. However, they may fly off and be lost forever. You can use a lead to keep them in place, but they'll also follow you if you hold a poppy. Once they've shed their beautiful delights, you can keep them around for breeding bees and making honey. Cool. So I assume if I look at the bee, it's going to mark the quest complete. I will then get the thing, and that'll be cool. Events. This pack uses a system called events, where things can randomly happen sometimes. All the events are enabled by default. You can toggle them with the events toggle command. Typing that will also give you a list of each. Cool. And then finally, throwing shade. FTB Skies comes with Oculus, a mod which allows you to use shaders. Alongside it, Complementary Reimagined has been included. To enable it, simply take a visit to your graphics settings and turn it on. Should I do that? I always get nervous with shaders. But I probably shouldn't be. I should probably be okay with that. I'm hoping this rice that I've been farming at least is a little bit of a decent food source, but we'll find out. Okay. So that knocked out the first major progression quest. Andesite mesh is now the next important thing. So let's look at the meshes and figure out what they get us. I'm assuming this is the order of meshing, right? So string mesh, when we do, oh, there's all kinds of stuff, by the way. But let's just do gravel, right? Actually, I'm going to do gravel, and I'm going to do, I got to imagine, there we go, sifting recipe, right? So string mesh will just get me iron and copper. Okay, andesite mesh will add iron and copper is exactly the same as the previous tier. I wasn't sure if like the chances would increase. And then lapis and coal. And then once we get to amethyst, that's when we're going to unlock the real stuffs, right? Cool. Look at that. We'll get diamonds. We'll get emeralds. Neat. Okay. Let's look at gravel, sand, and dust, because I want to see how this plays out as well. So sand, when we sieve it, understanding what these different things are like is important. So sand by itself will get me cocoa and sugarcane. If we get the andesite mesh, it needs to be waterlogged, and we'll get that stuff. If it's not waterlogged, I'll get these things. Okay. And then we'll get fancier stuff once we get further in. So nothing too crazy in sand. Maybe some of this stuff is super important. Sugarcane looked important because it was like a quest thing in a minute, but we'll find out. And then dust is not the right kind of dust. I assume it's going to be this dust, not that dust. There we go. This with string mesh will be, oh, bone meal and apatite. Cool. And then andesite mesh will add glowstone. And then it's not until mana steel that we'll start getting things like redstone. Okay. I'm cool with that. Good to know. Cool, cool, cool. So let's real quick. I think before I do the sugarcane thing, I think what I'll do is get my andesite mesh and then go from there. Cool? So that's like a plan. And ooh, look, rolling on a river. I like that plan. Plant oil, ethanol, biodiesel, modular diesel engine. That's cool. Holy cow, that looks complicated. That's like 3 steps away. Like, it's right there. What is that about? What is going on? That's a lot of something. It's gonna be I'm looking forward to this, because I'm just like looking at like the things in my immediate future, and it's exciting to me. It's like, oh, we've got Ars Nouveau, we've got Britannia, we've got, you know, the Witch Gates, like some cool stuff going on in the immediate future, right? How cool is that? And that's just the getting started chapter. So yeah, very coul. Oh, look at this. There's a whole Ex Nihilo thing going on over here, powering up. I'm definitely going to have to look into these guys. I assume this is like the tier 1 stuff. Looks pretty basic, so yeah, I'm going to assume that that's the case. Cool. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I'm just getting excited about. I have to stop. I have to focus on progress. Like, I have to do things. I can't just like get excited about quests because that's how dire gets sometimes. Okay, so andesite mesh should be easy enough to make at this point. I should continue growing trees, and I'm not at the moment. So what I think I'll do is the following. Let me get a little bit more dirt. Okay. And pro tip, this is 100% the way to do this. Like, trust me. Super cool that way. So what I'll do is get like 4-ish stacks of dirt, and that should be good. It doesn't take very long either, which is awesome. So 4 stacks of dirt will equal 1 stack of dirt, right? Like 4 stacks of these dirt clumps will be 1 stack of dirt because it's 4 to 1. Sweet. And this way, I'll stop going as soon as the last stack fills up. I'll get a few in my hand, and then you have to right-click with an empty hand, so that kind of like stops you. Isn't that neat? One thing to note is when you use JEI to look at stuff, it doesn't quite pull out of your offhand, so be aware of that. And look at all this lucky sticks I'm getting. I appreciate the sticks. I appreciate the names of them, but they also are inventory cloggers. So, yes. So let's build out a platform. I want to like continue this pattern. So did I make this a 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, good job, me. Just by mistake. Purposely, not on purpose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so it's a little bit wider, but that's okay. I think the starting island should be a little bit wider. So what I'll do is branch off here like I did there. And then I did 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I started going out, right? So I should be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on this one, we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that should be a 9x9, which we all know is the best design there is. Cool. And this will be Tree Farm Island. So I'm going to go get some trees and make sure to save a few saplings just in case. You know, it's a sky block. We should remember that. So about 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. And that way we'll start accumulating some wood. And maybe just to keep things going smoothly, because I do want to a little bit have wood right now. I do have an axe. I'm assuming I can vein mine the wood. Yep. Sweet. Love it. Very cool. That's probably enough wood to get me started. Okay, so saplings go away, bone meal goes away. And that all looks good. And then we should get a bunch of sticks for that, but I'm just going to augment my stick supply because I know I'm going to need some meshes soon. So andesite meshes. So andesite is made with apatite, which requires an andesite mesh. So again, don't lose this quest reward or you're kind of stuck, right? Actually, string mesh with dust. Actually, string mesh will also get you the apatite. Okay, that's cool. With dust. Sweet. All right, so if I take you guys... So this is always my pet peeve. Is there any value in saving these string meshes? Like, can they be used for anything? The answer is effectively no. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, we don't need them. I'm going to throw them into my miscellaneous junk chest for a minute, just in case there is a value in keep. But, like, literally every result from the andesite mesh is the same, and then andesite gives you a little bit more. So there's no value at all in doing that, right? So we do this, and we do this, and then we're cool. And then soon, I can set up a water wheel, and that would be cool, right? I think so. Sweet. So we got some bone meal, glowstone dust, and apatite. Excellent. And then we can use the apatite to make more andesite alloy. So we just need iron shards. Okay, so that's cool. And then andesite itself was from sieving dirt, was it? We can smelt cobbled andesite, and okay, that's not what I want. Wasn't there a sieving recipe for... Oh, you know what it is? It's I know this one. It was, chunks, right? From sieving dirt? Right? So we want to get these guys, and then we sieve dirt to get them. String mesh will get me andesite chunks at a 90% rate, by the way. And andesite mesh gets me a bunch of stuff in addition to the andesites. So a bunch of seeds and everything. So let's get some dirt in here. And that'll get me andesite chunks. And then I can convert them into andesite, get more, and then that would be cool. I wonder if there's an early game way that I can like load balance these sieves. That would be neat. Automatically. So I don't have to like split the stacks in my inventory. Oh, look at all this inventory problems I have. Yeah, we're absolutely going to have to solve that in a minute. Okay. So let me put all this away. I'm going to just clean up inventory real quick. So you go away. We got some... I'm going to put these in here because they're technically like blocks kind of deal, right? Along with the andesite. Well, I'm going to hang on to the andesite I have. I feel like I'm going to need that. These are metals. So this and this goes in here. You're also a chunk. So that's cool. All right. I don't know if I need these wooden hoppers just yet. Go, trees, go. Beautiful. Okay. This guy I could eat happily. I had a feeling I'd get a bowl, so I'm just tossing that. Lots of seeds. Okay. And then I assume I'm going to need some andesite chunks, but let's see quest-wise. Ooh, food is good. See, I like that they're giving you food because you build up a lot of hunger by manually hitting that hand crank, which is why we're going to want to work towards a water wheel, like, really quickly. Let's see what's involved in making that, by the way. I can hand apply andesite alloy to stripped oak, right? And that'll get me that. And then I just need the andesite alloy from that. And then any wood. So we can make these right now, for the record. Okay. I don't know if I will at this moment. We'll probably maybe wait till next episode. Sifting dirt has a chance of producing pasture seeds, which can turn dirt into grass from Botania. Use bone meal on grass. It can grow a variety of flowers, seeds, and roots. Wandering traders can sell GMO chicken feed, which you can feed to chickens to get a golden egg to make delightful dirt, which makes passive mobs spawn much faster. Cool. And then I got the greenest thumb, silk touch and mending. I like that little dude. That's pretty cool. Sweet. What is that? It's an AE2. So it's a Certus quartz shovel, I assume. Nice. Okay. So that is to get into Hexeri, I assume. Oh man. So that's gonna go down this path if I get this stuff. Sifters that are waterlogged sometimes produce alternate resources. Hint: to waterlog a sifter, you must place it into a block of water. And that'll just get me clay, which I think I'll just acknowledge that clay is a thing that we will be able to get soon and not need to focus on that at this moment. Fair? Okay. Sweet. Ooh, we can get early game flight from Hexeri. That is probably not a bad idea. I like that idea. The concept of having like really early game flight in the sky block is good in my mind, right? I don't know if how long or how much difficulty it will take to actually get there, but I mean, like the fact that it's, I mean, obviously there's a little bit of effort, but like, yeah, doable. Ooh, blocks of gold. I mean, still though, and then we're gonna need some blood, which we can get from apparently bottles of blood. Yeah, we'll figure it all out when we get there. Sorry, I keep looking ahead. I get excited. Iron substrate is a form of rudimentary iron plate. It's not durable enough to use in anything but the most primitive machines, but it'll do for now. Okay. And what's that going to get me? Let's go ahead and make a little and see what happens. What I'll wind up doing is a bunch of sieving off camera between episodes. Iron shards. Okay, cool. That'll allow me to get the mechanical press, though, which is cool. Oh, yay for not needing a block of iron for this recipe, right? That's pretty good. And then we get mixer and all this stuff, right? Okay. Biomass leads to peat. Oh my. And then that leads to the solidification chamber, which starts leading towards, ooh, an experience obelisk. That would be nice. And then arcwood saplings. Oh, solidification chamber recipe. Okay, cool. So any mushroom? No, any Botania petal. Plus any forged sapling plus lime dye equals... Okay. And I'm assuming this is the same, but blue dye? Yes. And since I know I can get lapis soon, that's probably the route I'm going to take. Or even blazing, I assume, is red dye. Yep, which I could bone meal grass to get poppies. Cool. By the way, these iron shards, what can I do with them? I can compact them into engineer's blueprint. So technically I don't have ingots yet, right? I have iron shards, but I can't use them to get ingots. That's an important note. And I assume copper shards are the same. It will allow me to get... Okay, that's cool. We can mixer them into raw copper, but I don't think I saw an equivalent recipe for iron for that, right? We can compact them into this, and that's about it. Very cool. So technically we don't have iron yet. Okay. So what should I work on next? I feel like water wheel would be great. And the thing I'm thinking there is we get maybe that. Probably fine. So here's what I'm thinking. If we set up like a sifting area, and I don't know how much time I want to spend on making it like crazy automated-ish at this stage, because I'm assuming that I'll quickly get into more automation capabilities, but maybe not that quickly. So I should spend some time on it. So here's what I'm thinking. We get water wheels, we get shafts, right? Because I should be able to make those. We get cogs, right? Because I should be able to make those. And then how about a belt? Is that a thing? Is that what it's called in Greek? I assume. Yeah, there it is. Belt. Mechanical belt. So for that, we're going to need dried kelp, which needs kelp, which I guess is waterlogged sifting. Yes. String meshes can get them for me. Andesite meshes can get them for me. 20% chance. So not a great chance at getting it, but it's still technically gettable at this point. Truth? I would say yes. Okay. So we could totally do water wheel doing that, right? So I want to test something. I need an axe to break you, don't I? Yep. So be aware of that. Yeah, I probably don't want that to happen, but it's okay. I like that I can silk touch this, right? Isn't that cool? That's neat. So for you, I'm just going to need a shaft. Did I not get any andesite alloys yet? I don't remember putting them away, so I'm going to assume that I didn't actually get them yet. Holy cow, is my inventory a mess. Holy cow, is my inventory a mess. So andesite alloys need these, right? And this is how we get andesite alloys, along with our iron shards. So that's cool. And then we get this for the shafts. And then we need to apply these to 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped oak logs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Vein mine, cool. Andesite age, that's right. And then we just need oak planks, which would be my lovely saw. And this, right? And then I'm going to use my water bucket, right? What can I put away? What can I put away? You. So if I'm not mistaken, can't I just do something like this? It's not fast, but it gets the job done. And we can totally make it faster. Do I have any more gravel, or did I put it away? I do actually have some. That's looking pretty good. So let's do like 8 and 8. Yeah, definitely not fast, but at the same time, gets the job done. You know what? Not even that slow. Maybe half as fast as it was manually. But I can live with that if it means I don't have to stand there hitting it. And we'll obviously move this. What I'm thinking is I'll build a platform off in this direction between episodes. And then when we come back next time, we'll expand that area out. Maybe set up a little bit of a better water wheel that will be, cog-wheeled to be faster, right? That would be the way to go. Does that sound cool? I think so. Yeah, I like this. I think this is pretty slick. All right, for now, wrapping up point. Devil20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time. More progression in this expert skyblock, which is cool. I'm liking it so far. Hope you guys are too. All right, for now, you know what to do. Take it easy.